So as you guys probably know, our friend group that we have is pretty tight. We all love each other. We care about each other. Some of the best friends I've ever had. I mean, it's just we're like a family. So my good friend Drew, I've known Drew for 10 plus years. We hit it off really good a long time ago, and he's been one of my best friends ever since. So a few months ago, or yeah, it's been a couple months. His dog actually got, passed away. It was hit by a car. Really bad situation. She wasn't that old. It was just a bad situation all the way around. So me and everybody in the friends group were like, hey, what can we do? Like, it's hard to buy someone a dog, stuff like that. But got with his parents, talked to them, and we set this whole thing up. So we just, it's just, we filmed it, not sure what we were going to do with it, but it just came out pretty good. So here's the film on that, and, enjoy it. And just, I'm happy to have these people and these friends in my life. They are really supportive, and they are like a family. So enjoy.
Got a little surprise today.
My goodness.
Such a chunker.
Just woke up. She's very chunky.
Oh my goodness, she's a chunky dog. What are you doing?
He's gonna be
Hey,
so
Drew.
excited.
So, there's been a lot of stuff that's happened lately, and we all love you. So, you're one of our best friends. So, we all figured that, stop. So, this is your new song. We know nobody can play sticks here, anybody, but we found her.
She just woke up.
Little nugget.
I love you guys.
She's very chunky. Yeah, she's very chunky.
Dude, she's huge.
Look it's a mini dude.
She's gotten used to my dog, so she's been fine with them.
She is a chunky.
Very chunky.
Look at that little boy.
That or Porker, that's what I've been calling her too. Porky.
I'm not going on the river,
You
dude.
guys are awesome.
Just staying.
Look how cute she is. She likes to snuggle too.
There she is, sitting next to another one of my vehicles that I own. Long story on that one. We'll get to that thing later. But she's been sitting. She's still looking good though. Everything's there, a little dusty, and dust was probably there before the truck actually blew up. Some more intercooler piping my boy Joey did for us. Still a unit, still a ripper. So excited to get this thing rolling again. Look at that thing, dude. That helped us out so much with the last time we were doing the burnouts. We got the manual shifter on there, and we got that on there. So no engine as of right now, but there will be one in here shortly. It will be installed, and she'll be back to ripping. She's moving. Coming out of the hole. All right, let's unhook her, and we're gonna push her in the rest of the way. All right, step one, she's in the shop. Let's see what we're working with here. Still the same. Just gotta get this engine prepped, ready to go, get out of the crate, and get her thrown in there. She's seen better days, but I think we got it this time. So engine is up on the hoist here on the forklift. Waiting on a rear main seal right now. Jason's been pounding out this morning. He got the manifolds on, the front covers on, water pump, AC compressor. We're gonna delete pulley for that, but it's on there for now. Everything's there. Warren Diesel sent the engine back. Injectors are already installed. All that good stuff's in there. This thing should be a ripper. Shouldn't have any more issues with it. So these guys got that taken care of. We got a couple parts over here we're gonna be putting in. Obviously, truck's on the lift. Here's this intake, which is sweet. And back again for the Burnout truck. Hopefully we have a lot better luck with this thing. It really hasn't been anybody's fault, just some random stuff's happened, and as you guys know, and you're building higher horsepower and motorsports and stuff's gonna happen. So again, got a good shot of that transmission right there. That thing worked flawless last Burnout. So as soon as he gets this seal and stuff, we can get this engine thrown in here and we'll go from there. All right, Jason's pretty much got this thing ready to go in. Got to do a couple more things to it when it goes in the truck before we start putting the cab back down, but the engine itself is in. We have a damaged low pressure oil pump cover, which we didn't realize until we went to go put the engine in. It's got some grooves in it, kind of bad grooves in there. So we got a new cover coming. It's not here yet. Probably be here tomorrow is what they're telling me. Other than that, everything looks good. It's ready to go in. He's got this thing cleaned up, and engine bay's back cleaned up again. She's ready to drop in. So that's what we're gonna do. We're start getting this thing in there. I'll give him a hand and get it lined up, and you start getting the converter bolts and all the good stuff done, and hopefully get everything set up tonight, where basically in the morning all we have left to do is put the cab down. That'll be the goal. What's that? The balancer on, you said? Yeah, so you can move it. I bought a delete pulley for this. They make a pulley Ford does, where you can actually delete the AC compressor out of it. Do you have it? Oh, you said you bought it. It is, it's just not here yet. It's not gonna be here in time, man. Ran out of time. Didn't do it last minute, never even went off. Alright. Are we doing the office? Yes, sir. Thank you. Alright, engine's in, it's bolted up to the transmission. So luckily the converter we got when Warren did the transmission, it's got no studs on it, so it makes it a little bit easier to drop in there. It goes together real nice. The factory Ford converters normally have studs in them. You gotta line them up, it can be a little bit of a pain sometimes. But everything's in there. Balancer's on the front just right now. We got no front oil cover, like I said, oil pump cover, but we can put that in after the cab goes out. It's not a huge deal. So he's gonna start getting the bell bolts in, get the torque converter hooked up, motor mounts in, and hopefully be ready to set the cab down by the end of the day tonight, and ready to set the cab down in the morning. All right, so here's where we're at today. Jason got this thing pretty close for me. He's got a lot of the stuff done on it. I'm gonna get all the accessories bolted on that I can. I am gonna check the turbo. The turbo had a lot of metal go through it when the engine, had the issue. So everything else had metal going through it. I'm gonna check the turbo and see. Maybe I can clean it out. I don't know. We'll see what happens there. Yeah, so get back on it and we'll go from there. All right, progress. So pretty much got the starter in, starter wires ran, grounded that out. We've got the up pipes still need to go on. The reason they're not going on is the turbo's not on yet. I got the fuel regulator return system all done. She's routed, she's on. What else? Starter wires there. Pulleys are all on except for the harmonic balancer. It's just kind of sitting on there until we get the front oil pump cover. Everything is pretty much buttoned up to where it's just about ready to set the cab down. I'm gonna check the charge on the batteries. The reason that I'm not gonna put the turbo on was because when we took this thing apart, there was a lot of metal in it. So I went ahead and ordered up what they call a super core, which is basically your center cartridge section. It doesn't come with an exhaust housing, and we'll take this compressor housing off. There's really nothing wrong with the compressor housing, but if you remember, my buddy Joey welded us up these nice HD clamps on them. So I got to take this thing off and put on the new cartridge for the turbo. But other than that, it should go pretty quick tomorrow, as long as batteries get charged up and everything, and they're good. With the oil cooler sitting here, right here. This is our oil cooler relocation kit, obviously. So we still have all of that. We're gonna basically pull the oil lines off, blow them all out, clean them out. We got the water meth injection system to put back on it. The solenoids are here, so we got to get that put back on, the map sensor. But for the most part, it's pretty close right now. So first thing in the morning, I'm gonna run up Tampa, grab a turbo, and get back. Jason already be working on it. Get this thing ready to go. Houston is in a couple days, so nothing like waiting until last minute. Getting an early start today. Heading up to Tampa to grab the turbo that we need. I couldn't get it down here in time, so I'm running up there right now. I just figured I'd go before hours. So headed up there. Let's go check this thing out. Hopefully it's correct and everything's there, and get it back down so we can get turbo on and get the cab down. So trying not to hold up progress on it. And one day before Houston. You'll have that sometimes. It's kind of how we do things. We are headed back to the shop. Package is secure. Go get this thing back together and do some burnouts. Here she is. She's ready to go. Get the cab drop down on her. Everything is done. Got the turbo from Tampa this morning, so it's got a fresh 72 millimeter on it. And everything's hooked up. Everything looks good. Didn't really need to do anything else. Did get a turbo blanket for the turbo this time. I didn't have that last time. Figured just a little bit more safety. All the water meth and everything's hooked up. We're still waiting on this one cover here for the low pressure oil pump. It'll be here this afternoon, but that's pretty simple to do with the cab down. It's not a terrible thing to do. So Jason's about to set the cab down, and hopefully hear this thing fire here in a couple hours. Let's go. Hopefully won't be doing this anytime soon. Coming down. All right. Let's check fuel pressure. 60 pounds, about 58, 60 pounds. We're good there. Let's see what she does. You got. All right, let's see what it does. We got 350 pounds of high pressure oil on that run, so let's see if you can bust off on this one. There we go. Hey. Look at that. Woo. Not bad, not bad. brakes and bolt the cab down, and we'll be able to take this thing for a run. Back again. My dude, got it going. Hell yeah. Ready for a test drive. She's running, guys, running smooth, really good. Got all the brakes bled, front, rears. She's running good. I know all the fans are working in the back for the radiator. Some lights. Hey, we got headlights. It's always a plus. Brakes are working good. All right, let's see what she does. Like a dream. Sounds good. All right, guys, I'm gonna whip this thing around, get it back to the shop, and double check everything for leaks. And we'll drive it some more tomorrow, get this engine broke in the proper way. All right, guys, well, that is a wrap on the Burnout truck. So she is running good. It's running, driving, shifting. The engine is sound. Want to give a shout out to Warren Diesel again for getting that engine pounded out for us and getting it back to us so we can make it to Cletus Cars in Houston. Give a shout out to my guys. All my guys have helped a hand at some point in this project, especially Jason. Jason stayed late tonight to help me get it done. I can't thank my employees in my shop enough for helping me out tonight. So, but big shout out to them, and Fast Fuel Systems too for hooking us up with some stuff on the truck. And it's ready for Houston, Cletus Cars. So we will be there this Saturday. Check it out and watch this thing do a burnout. And I'm confident. I mean, we've had our ups and downs with this truck, but for once we've got everything dialed in. Traction bars, the rear end, the transmission, the engine is fresh. We got rid of those cast pistons and went to the forged pistons. We shouldn't have an issue there. This thing's ready to send it. So anyways, guys, thank you again for watching the J. Cecil channel. We'll see you next time.